Yeah, this is Point Black. Coming hard and off the top. Coming with the flow. Straight to the digital barrier. Coming with the facts to grab backs. While you bung my phone and tap my camera, you're still gonna get the smoke anyway. But this is BBNN, Point Black, National News. The late and the great edition, as we see. So today we're talking about Donald J. Trump, you know what I'm saying, is blamed for baby formula shortage. Trying to blame Trumpy Bear for the baby formula shortage now. As we see. We see it already. They love to blame people, don't they? That's one of their favorite little moves. You know what I'm saying? The question have been, you know, the question has been raised as whether former Donald J. Trump, Trumpy Bear, you know what I'm saying, has shouldered more of the blame should be more of the blame for the current baby formula shortage due to as we see due to um a trade deal that went on, you know what I'm saying, the trade deal the US signed in his final years in office. The current lack of formula has been linked to the closure of Abbott Nutrition plant in uh, Sturgis, Michigan, or whatever, however you say that name, with Abbott being the only one of only a handful of companies in the U.S. to produce almost all baby formula. As we see, almost all baby formula. Stop taking up my time, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All baby formula sold in the country. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, also recalls several formula brands over fear of the product was contaminated with bacteria. Yeah, okay. Now they want to even kill the babies. Trump and a number of GOP figures are using the nationwide shortage to attack President Creepy Joe Biden. No, that's a lie. Creepy Joe Biden set it up that way so he could blame Trump for that. Don't give me that bullshit. Hello. Creepy Joe Biden. As the party, as the party hopes to retake control of both the House and the Senate in November and in the November midterms, and they need to, because Creepy Joe needs to get out, and many of them demons needs to go. That's a fact and point blank. That a trade agreement the U.S. entered into during Trump administration has also uh, uh, has also severely hampered the ability to import formula from other countries. Why are we importing formula from other countries and feeding these babies? Is the question. We should be producing our own formula for these children. And as a matter of fact, many of the goddesses and mothers need to start to watch what you're eating, eat better, and breastfeed your child for a moment before you get him on foreign formulas. It is not good for us to import formulas from other people. The demon Democrats have driven our dependence on foreign countries to put money in their pockets, and at the same time, they get all the deals and the money and the trades and all this good old shit, but all the products are coming from elsewhere. We must look at this more carefully because this seems to be a dangerous course. Let's be 100 here, mothers. Uh-huh. Ooh. also severely hampered the ability to import and export from other countries to help deal with the crisis. What crisis? The crisis that the Demon Democrats did. They ain't got nothing to do because they all was in their signing bills and agreed to it. So shut up. You agreed to it. You had to agree to that bill when it was passed by President so-called your Trump, and many other handful of individuals. The Demon Democrats was down on it because there was a part of your plan that you was going to pop up right about now. Remember me telling you, these people do not do anything in a one-day plan. Usually it's 40, 50 years of planning that they're setting all these things into play, so when the time comes, they would be able to strike them out on Donald or whoever. It don't got to be him. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. See? Let's be honest. In July 2020, the U.S. entered into a deal in July 2020, the U.S. entered into a United States Mexico-Canada agreement called the USMCA, which discouraged formula imports from Canada due to an increase in surcharge per kilogram. Yeah, robbing our country blind to feed our babies too. And these Demon Democrats is down with it. Trump be bad, baby. Much of the blame for the current shortage of baby formula in the U.S. since his administration, USMCA, you have to vote on it too, Demon Democrat. Free trade agreement has made it virtually impossible for our country to import. That's a lie, and this was concocted by the Demon Democrats. Period. Because if Trump did it and you agreed with it, then you're full of shit right about now. Boom. You know what I'm saying? USC, free trade agreement, has made it very impossible. No, it hasn't. The Demon Democrats, along with whatever the garbage on did, made it impossible. And this was a setup. So we see impossible for the country to import and export Canada. Tweeted John Cooper. A component. John Cooper, a component Barack Obama. Man. Barack Obama fundraiser and former National Finance Chair draft Biden 2016. A crook from the oil who saying it. John Cooper, more like Cooper balls. You know what I mean? You're full of garbage. Get it from around your neck, stop sucking the blood. You're garbage. Anytime you was backing up Obama, you know you lying. Woo! Trumpy bad. Much of the blame should fall on his shoulders. With the shortness of war, nobody's gonna hear that bullshit. Political commentator Brian Taylor Cohen shared a clip of Senator Rick Scott saying that Canada has plenty of baby formula, adding in the caption, Trump USMCA trade agreement made it virtually impossible for U.S. import infant milk. That's a wordplay and you're full of shit. That's garbage. Canada has faced its own shortage. Albeit not on the same level as the U.S. A number of stores have imported limits on the amount of the formula. Customers can buy amid the shortage according to, that was created by Creepy Joe. You know what I'm saying? That was created by Creepy Joe. You know what I'm saying? When we look at it, gun control activist Fred Guttenberg also suggested that this crisis was caused by a private industry and Trump's trade policy. No, it was not. If Trump was doing anything based on a trade policy, it must have been based on a balance of fair policy, is what you have to understand. You know what I'm saying? We can't let countries just come in and walk over us and feed us anything on our shelf and we eat it. And we also can't have them raking off all the dough boy with the Biden and the demon Democrats and then nothing happens. So trade agreements is based on the protection of trade agreement back and forth. And you gotta understand that. So where did and who all agreed? If it was Trump administration, you have to pass it through Congress. Democrats have to agree to the bill too. You slick ass. You know what I'm saying? Majid, whatever his name is, I'm not going to pronounce it, better known as a popular left-wing tweeter account, Brooklyn Dad, tweeted, thanks to Trump, the USMCA, the United States can't import eggs. That's bullshit. That's just talk. I don't want to hear that because I'm a father too. And I have to feed my kids that garbage. You know what I'm saying? I wish I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be imported and there needs to be no thing. It needs to be set up here, done here, and end that bullshit. Now, if they want to have some coming in, they agreed, and the FDA should be checking the formula and making sure that shit ain't got no bacteria, nothing in it, and we should have our own in place at all times. Get out of my face. You for la bill. You for la bill. You for la bill. So don't come with that bullshit. You for la bill. See what I'm saying? As reported by Fortune, the U.S. imports, you know what I'm saying? The U.S. imports virtually no, as by Fortune, the U.S. imports